Okay, so this is how you would log in a trip. You would hit that button, and then it would start blinking the lights and letting you know it was logging. Most importantly though, depending on what you're trying to log, you need to come into configure data logging and then manage log monitors. And as you see, I'm just collecting every single sensor and data that I possibly can. Feeling some slipping in my transmission, so I've started collecting, trying to troubleshoot the problem, and then I'll show you how I analyze the data that I get without having a big headache from trying to get that data. So in order to pull your logs, and as many people know, check for updates, you have to have what's called the access port manager, which you get from Cobb's website. And you also need a USB cord to plug into the side and then plug it into your computer. So once it's connected, it will check in with the computer. It'll tell you it's in the computer, and now I can look at my data logs. And you see, like I said, I've been troubleshooting a problem. So yesterday I had a really good log session, so I'm going to pull that over to my desktop. Went to the wrong side. But other than that, this would be where you can look at maps, you can update your items. You can also look at definitions for maps to make sure that you have the right setup for that. So now I'm going to show you how I can. Let's take a look at like what this giant data log is going to look like, because we are logging a lot of different systems, or a lot of different sensors and things. So this is what that data log looks like. Um, it can go on for a very long time depending how long you're logging. So you saw that there are what, over 7,000 lines of logs? Yeah. And then it goes all the way here, and I am doing every single sensor there are, but there are some settings that say debug. So I'm not sure what these other ones are because they're not as an option. I've checked everything but the debugs. But it also will tell you what map you have. So I have a Cobb cold air big intake. I also have a Cobb catback exhaust. And this is the map that I'm using, the stage 1 big FS. I'm also running 93 octane. That's what that stands for. And the HGW stands for high wastegate. So I'm not a mechanic. I'm not a tuner. A lot of this stuff is kind of new to me. So I do something that a lot of people either haven't thought of or have thought of. I go to Chat GPT. And as you can see, I already have a current conversation running with it right now. So then if I take that data log and then I drop it in here, and you see once it's fully uploaded, you have that. I can say, how does my log look today? And can you give me a high level view of what is happening? So right now, chat is going to analyze this spreadsheet for you. It's going to look through all 7,000 lines for you, and then you don't have to pretty much go crazy trying to figure out what each individual one is. Now you can see that it's breaking things down individually. No critical detected, no knockback feed or fine feed or knock lean spike. So now it's pretty much telling me that if I'm feeling any kind of lag or catch or anything, but it's not a transmission issue. The less log doesn't show signs of that hesitation or slip symptom. But this is how you can break down everything. I can also say generate a performance chart. Oh, I forgot an R. Hold on. It's gonna do a chat. So now you can see it's breaking down everything into a chart letting me know response, throttle position, vehicle speed, RPM. These are the things that you would monitor if you felt like your transmission was slipping. So if your RPMs are not going up and your RPMs are going up, but your speed is not, that's a sign of slipping. And it's saying it doesn't see that in my chart. So what I was thinking is the transmission slip might actually be something else. It tells me spot hesitation, boost lag, or slip. This I can do this as many times as I want, log as many times as I want, and then bring it to chat, and chat will give me a high level of what's going on. And then if there's something wrong that I'm concerned with, then I can actually take these logs to a mechanic, give it to them, and then they can move forward with fixing the issue that I am making apparent.